What's happening? And welcome back to another episode. And today we are at 960 Account for Life episodes. And today I want to talk about one specific topic that I think can help all of us when it comes to not just knowing how to account for our lives, but knowing how to be consistent. Today we're talking about consistency and what consistency can do for your life. Now, before we get into that, I just want to bring back up, yes, if you missed yesterday's podcast, which I think it was posted late, the Power of a Kingdom Environment. I talked a little bit about 100x, the 100x group movement that I'm in, and just want to say something about that briefly before we get into this consistency. 100x movement is one of these places that, at least for me, it's really helped me to have a place to go where there's people that, guys, they don't look a lot of times folks don't look like you, like in your face, and a lot of times we kind of mess that up, like especially in this country or around the world. We look at someone's face and say, well, since you don't look like me, you're not like me. But that's not how it works. It's how we look, like it's how we look from the inside. And so many people at this event, that I'm able to meet and connect with, that when you just kind of add it up and you say to yourself, man, like life is about differences. It really is. It's not just about, us all being the same or doing the same thing, but it's about differences. And the differences come in the persons that we are. And each person is different. Each person has just a little bit, just something different that makes them unique. And I'm gonna tell you, that's what I love about it. Everybody's different. Everybody probably has something different to do. And what's interesting is that they all work together. And so, if you need a community like that, you should definitely check out 100x. You can find it. I know they have something offering right now at 100xnow.com. I believe that's what it is, 100xnow.com. This is not an affiliate link, which I do have an affiliate. I'm just saying, hey man, go to 100xnow.com. If you're looking for a community, if you're looking for a community that you can grow with, become an entrepreneur, become a kingdom entrepreneur, or just learn how to make money, like learn how to build wealth. You want to definitely join this community, 100xnow.com. But I know they have if you look up Kingdom Seekers. Kingdom Seekers is only $31 a month. That's like the entry point into 100x. Kingdom Seekers, and maybe kingdomseekers.com. But if you just look it up, you may be able to find it and join that. That might be the best place to start, because that'll teach you and start giving you a framework. It's every day. So it's something like it's way better. Like it's a good, yeah, it's every day. But anyway, so check it out, Kingdom Seekers or 100xnow.com. So the power of consistency. And consistency, I decided to talk about consistency because I was, I'm reading the Bible, I'm looking at some scriptures, and then I just kind of said, well, what's really unique about me? And what's really unique about me is, I don't know, my insatiability to become consistent. Now, here's the thing, I'm not consistent at everything. So I can't tell you that I'm perfectly consistent at everything. I can say I have some experience with being consistent, and this podcast is one of those pieces. 960 episodes. I do I do a podcast just about every day. There's been, in the past 2 years, just a few days, maybe in since January of 22, maybe I've missed 7 days, and those 7 days is probably happened in like all throughout. So I haven't missed much when it's come to that. So what is consistency good for? Let's think, what is consistency good for? All right. So if I wanted to lose some weight, if I wanted to get into the best shape of my life, then it would be good to be consistent. All right, here's a spoiler alert. When it comes to your health, health is interesting, but when it comes to your health, A lot of people think, well, what if I just work out, then the weight has to come off. Yeah, weight will come off, especially if you have a lot of it. But the biggest thing with our health is usually what we put in our mouth. And what I'm learning is if I just don't put something in my mouth, then I'm winning. Like when I don't put something in, especially something that could potentially, hurt me, then I'm gonna win. So if all a person did was say, you know what, instead of eating 3 meals a day, I only eat two. What? Yeah, instead of eating three, I'm gonna eat two. You haven't even gone into what you're eating yet. But if I just took away one of the meals, then I should be good. What if I said, well, instead of drinking juice, I drink water? Wow, that's interesting. So instead of drinking juice, I'm gonna drink water. What if I replaced chips? What if I replaced potato chips with something like carrots or celery or something else that's really crunchy? What if I did that? What if instead of eating a lot of processed food, I eat mostly whole foods? So there's so many ways to actually get your health back. And it's usually not as hard as people think. A lot of people think, man, it's hard. It's hard. Man, it's hard to do this. It's hard to be consistent. Well, it's not hard to be consistent. If you went back through your last week, what you will find is consistency. Every person is consistent. Every person is consistently doing something over and over and over and over again. Now, what we're not consistent at is we're not consistent at doing the best things for us over and over and over again. So, what if there was one thing you wanted to change in your life? One thing. And typically, it's usually one of two things. It's usually going to be around I won't say money. It's usually going to be around money, or it's usually going to be around health. Actually, three, or relationships. So it's usually going to be health, wealth, or relationships. You know what's ironic about this? These three areas, this is where like most businesses come out of. Most businesses come out of health, wealth, or relationships. So imagine being consistent in one of these areas. Now, back when I kind of got started with this being consistent, I was probably already consistent. And so what I say is there was things that I probably always did that I probably wasn't paying attention to. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I always did that I was really consistent at. I played basketball all the time. All the time. I mean all the time. I mean all the time. Like really all the time. And I did that. I'm 52 today. But I did that like up until I didn't really stop playing until what, March of 2020. So I haven't played in 4 years. Haven't played in 4 years. Um, the most basketball playing I've done, I got a basketball under my desk that I will play around a little bit sometime, and then I got a basketball hoop outside in my backyard that sometime I'll every now and then in the summertime I may go out there and shoot around. I have not played any basketball. But coming from a person who consistently did it year after year after year, day after day, I mean, it's to have given it up. The thing is, I had to replace something. I had to replace it with something. Had to replace it. What did I replace it with? I probably replaced it with education, doing more podcasts, going to the gym. I replaced it to where it's not even a thought. Like literally, I don't have any thoughts. Now, if I get into an environment like I was at my nephew's game a couple of maybe about a month ago, he plays in my alma mater, and it's nothing like being in the gym. I just kind of get nostalgic, and I'm gonna tell you what I realized I said I went to go. I think the ball got stuck up around the rim, and I haven't done a lot of jumping in a long time. So I went to jump to hit the ball out, and I was like, okay, my body was not ready. It was just like, oh no. So what are we talking about? We're talking about consistency. I'm going down a squirrel right there. So consistency, how does one become consistent? All right, here's how a person can become consistent. I'm gonna give you maybe two or three things, and then we'll let you out of here. The first thing you're gonna have to do if you want to become consistent, and you're gonna make a decision about what you want to be consistent in. That's the first thing. Did you get it? Decision. What is a decision? It's not a choice. What's the difference between decision and choice? Decision is where you cut off all options. Choice is when you just pick. Meaning, choice means I may pick today something and then tomorrow I may pick something else. I'll give you a pick, but the first thing I do is make a decision. So so I remember when I made a decision about my health. I said, man, my health. I said, I'm going to be the healthiest version or the healthiest version of myself as I can. That was my decision, and I didn't look back. I didn't I didn't do it. I didn't have a choice. I didn't say, this year I'm gonna do it, and then next year I'm not gonna do it. I just made a decision that would be it instead of trying to lose weight. Even though sometimes I may feel like, man, I got a couple pounds around my waist that I need to shed, and I haven't shed it probably because I have not made a decision about it. Now, I said I wanted it, but I haven't really made a decision about it. But I'm still living in a way that I'm working on my health every single day. So decision. Then the second thing is just choose something that you get rid of. Choose something that you add, right? So you can go from either angle. You can say, I'm going to get rid of this or I'm going to add this. So, but usually if you add something, you're probably going to have to do a subtraction because it's no sense in adding water to your diet when you still drink all the soda and all the juice, right? So you may have to say, you know what? I'm going to stop drinking soda and add soda with water. And then some people say, well, Jay, but I really like soda. I really want something sweet. Well, you're going to have to get a diet. Just drink a diet soda, right? It's not the best. It's still not the best for you, right? If you had to get a soda, just get a diet one. And don't drink a lot of them. Just get it when you just have to get it until you can get yourself to the point where you can choose something else. Choose something else that you'll do. One of the things I love, I just like to eat proteins. You know, if it's meat, if it's a protein shake, I just like to eat protein. Like, I mean, I like vegetables, right? I do. I mean, I even I think it was Saturday. I was coming back home from 100X conference and I ordered a burger and I didn't eat the bun. And I asked if I could replace the French fries with a salad. It was like, nope, can't replace it. So I said, well, let me get a salad anyway. I got a salad, but they still brought the French fries. I ate them. I ate the French fries, but I didn't eat the bread. I said, you know what? It wasn't that many, so I just ate them. I said because I was really hungry. I hadn't really eaten much that day. So, but here's the thing: I didn't beat myself over it. Oh, I ate some French fries. Who cares? Why? Because I've already made a decision. Then I'm going to subtract something the next day. Like I didn't like Sunday. I didn't eat much. Mostly protein. I did eat a piece of Jenny's donut that she gave me, but mostly protein. So you make a decision first, then you choose some things you're going to subtract, and you choose some things you're going to add. So if you just did those two things, you'll be on point. Here's the last one. You're going to have to more than likely move your body. So decide, well, you made a decision already, you're going to make another decision. Decide to add at least 15 minutes of exercise movements into your day. That's it. You're starting out. I'm not saying you don't need more than 15 minutes, but decide to do 15 minutes. 15 minutes could be walking. They say walking is one of the best exercises. Now, if you do walking, you probably need to walk for about an hour if that's all you're doing. So, but walking is one of the best exercises on the planet. I was hearing one guy he's not really a bodybuilder, but he's jacked like that. Now, he was just like, if you really want to get ripped, he was like, yo, walk 20,000 steps a day. I said, now I've done 10,000, and that was a challenge. I was like, 20,000. He's got one of these no nonsense attitudes, almost like a Marine or a Navy SEAL or somebody like that. I'm like, dang. I have to try that in the summer. 20,000 steps. Now, what he says he he has a treadmill desk. So he's always walking. I said, man, I got to get one of those treadmill desks. See if I can get one maybe this summer, get a treadmill desk and always be walking. I'd be doing a podcast walking right here at my desk. But here's the thing. So if you want to get consistent in something, you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a choice. You're going to choose. You're going to pick to add and subtract. You're going to have to add and subtract something in your life and out of your life. And then lastly, it's you have to make a decision, especially if it was health, you're going to make a decision to get active. If it was wealth, you have to make a decision to do something else or do something that would get you to that result faster. If it was relationship, it's the same thing. So really consistency starts with that decision, making some choices, making more decisions, making some choices, making more decisions. So that's all it is. Every day you wake up, your main focus is focusing on your decisions. Jim Rohn said that when you look over your life, what you'll find that the hardest thing that you have to do is make a decision. So if you want to be consistent at something, it all starts with a decision. It moves into a choice. It comes back to a decision, and it continues to go in that circle over and over again. You don't get to stop when you're going to be consistent. Ask yourself this as we close today. Where do I need to be consistent in my life to build my confidence so that I can have courage? I'm going to say that again. Where do I need to build consistency in my life so I can have confidence, so I can build confidence, so I can have courage? Because right now in 2024, we all need courage. And courage is going to be built on the backs of consistency. So I hope you got value from today's lesson on Account for Your Life. My name is Jay Moore, the Healthy Accountant, helping you to account for your life. God bless, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the Healthy Accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.